Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Game News Roundup. I've just been chatting with chat here on Twitch. Math. We're talking about math. So we're going to start off, I guess, which makes the most sense if you're watching this. The latest VGChartz estimates for the week ending June 25th. Lifetime sales estimates, as always. Adjustments do happen as more data becomes available. But as of right now, as of June 25th, we've got the Switch about 2 weeks away from hitting 110 million units sold worldwide. The PS5 now at 20.66 million, and the Series X and S are at 15.4 million. And the latest week, we've got the Switch at 284,000 sold worldwide, PS5 about 183,000, Series X and S 171,000, PS4 dwindling down about 8,700. And Xbox One with very few. Now it's been off the market for a while. It's just the little bit that's remaining. And it's dropping pretty much every week. Just under 500 sold for the week ending June 25th. Going into the exact article. Comparing generation over generation. So the PS5, compared to the same week for the PS4, being June 27th, 2015, is down by over 169,000 units. While the Xbox Series X and S compared to the Xbox One is up by over 29,000 units. Now, why is the PS5 down by so much? It's because there was a big Batman Arkham Knight bundle that came out that week, which is why PS4 saw a huge uptick. And obviously it also came out on Xbox One. Let's see. Year over year, Switch sales, compared to the same week last year, down about 16%, 53,000 units. PS5 is down about 17%, 37,000 units, and the Xbox Series X and S is up about 7,000 units, or about 4%. And then week on week, Switch sales are up by almost 18,000 units. PS5 sales are up by over 54,000 units, and the Xbox Series X and S is up by over 29,000 units. Again, this is week on week. There was a lot of extra PS5 and Series X stock available in the US, and some more PS5 stock available in Europe as well. And year-to-date for 2022, Switch leading the pack with 7.64 million units sold. Series X and S at 3.73 million units, and the PS5, 3.68 million units. So far this year, as of June 25th, almost 1 week away, will be the 6-month mark for 2022. I almost said 23. It's definitely not 2023, which is a shame. Which is a shame. I'd be playing Starfield if it was 1 year from now. At least probably. Hopefully. You never know. Games could get delayed again. We'll see. And then going into gaming news, of course, I already mentioned this on stream. Cory Barlog, creative director at Sony Santa Monica, responding to fans because there was a lot of drama and stuff. Some insiders like, oh yes, God of War Ragnarok's release date and stuff is coming out this day, and then it didn't happen. He's like, oh, it's delayed then. And Corey's like, no, it's not delayed. So yeah, the game should still be coming out this year, this holiday. I'm gonna guess sometime November. I know some people are like speculating November 11th because that was Starfield's original release date. I mean, I guess it's possible, but I'm gonna guess sometime in November. God of War Ragnarok coming out to PS5 and PS4. So moving on to other latest gaming news from since the last time. Nintendo. I said it is difficult to develop sequels to every game fans request because there's too many of them. Basically, Nintendo president, during the company's annual general meeting, was asked if Nintendo would consider making new entries or remakes in franchises that have not seen a release in many years. An example was F-Zero and Wario Land. Man, I would love a new F-Zero. Or a new Diddy Kong Racing, for that matter. But the Nintendo president says it is realistically difficult to develop new titles and remakes, including sequels for every Nintendo game that people request. But we are very grateful and appreciative the expectations our fans have for our games. Yeah, and the issue is there's just so many games out there. Nintendo's not big enough of a company to develop new entries consistently. I mean, yeah, obviously you get a new Zelda game every generation, or a new Mario game, or I say new Mario Kart every generation. I'm realizing technically no, because the last new Mario Kart game was on the Wii U. Because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a Wii U game. I mean, it comes with all the DLC tracks. Now, speaking of which, there is DLC tracks coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I think some are out yet, and then they're going to be rolled out through this year and early next year, but I'm probably remembering that wrong. So, let's see. Oh, yeah. So, if you own a new Samsung television from this year, you'll now be able to use Xbox Game Pass, Google Stadia, and GeForce Now streaming. If you own a 2022 Samsung Smart TV or Smart Monitor, which is available in 27 countries. So if you are a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, you can now use Xbox Cloud Gaming through your Smart TV without the need of a computer, phone, Xbox console. Yeah. I think they're planning on rolling out some more TVs at some point. Or releasing like a dongle you could put into the television. And you can actually use your Xbox controller, Bluetooth. Any Bluetooth controller should work, including your PS5 controller to play your Xbox games through the cloud gaming, if you have a PS5 controller. So it's not just Xbox controllers that work with it. Oh yeah, there is pre-alpha gameplay released of Skate 4. It's interesting to see a game this early in development. Sorry, I always forget to lower the volume of...
What you're about to see is pre-alpha. Things might look a little different than you're expecting, but we're still working on it.
So yeah, Skate 4.
So we told you
You're a
we're
Skate
back.
fan.
And yeah, we're still working on it.
They're working on it. This is pre-alpha. As it says in the bottom left corner.
It's probably time we showed you where we've been.
I don't think it actually has a specific title. I think it's just Skate, period. So yeah, if you know like Skate 1, 2, and 3, new game. In development in the series.
And where we're going. We took what we know.
Honestly, it's kind of cool the developers showing a game this early in development.
And started building. But San Amsterdam wasn't built in a day. We're giving you more freedom. More ways to express yourself.
Ah, Plinko.
People are playing.
So...
And we're listening.
They're opening the game up to insiders or beta testers, or whatever you want to call them, to get feedback from players to make tweaks and everything. The game, as well as developing.
Help shape the future of Skate.
How many games end up having like a beta 2 months before it's released? I'm like, what's the point? You're not gonna make any changes in 2 months before a game comes out. So, still early in development, but they're opening the game up to fans to test it out and to provide feedback, which is cool. A major workers' union has backed Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard. So, the Communications Workers of America, the largest communications and media labor union in the United States, has sent a letter to the FTC in support of Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard, following a labor neutrality agreement with Microsoft. It goes into effect 60 days after the proposed deal to acquire Activision Blizzard is closed. Microsoft will remain neutral if employees show interest in forming a union. Basically, Microsoft is not going to stop their employees from forming unions. They're going to be like, all right, form a union. We'll work with the unions, work agreements and stuff. Which, you know, they're probably, I think, the only big tech giant to actually come out in favor of unions, or at least not being against unions and doing union busting. So, the agreement says employees will be able to easily exercise their right to communicate with other employees and union representatives about union membership without affecting day-to-day business, and will have a streamlined process for joining a union and be able to keep their decisions about a union confidential. So, but yeah, Microsoft has shown that they're at least not going to stop their employees from unionizing. Sega is looking with companies to create live-action TV shows and movies based on Atlas IPs, being like Shin Megami Tensei, Persona, and Catherine. They're looking into it, so if they are, it's going to be a while away. I think the main reason they're doing this is because the Sonic movies have been such a big hit for Sega. Let's see. Oh, and if you have a Nintendo Switch and are a subscriber of Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, not the base Switch Online, but the one with the expansion pack, which is $50 a year, 4 Sega Genesis games have been added. Comix Zone, Mega Man, The Wily Wars, Target Earth, and Zero Wing are all now available for the Switch Online Plus expansion pack. which the expansion pack includes Sega Genesis and N64 games. On top of the NES and SNES games that are available in the main Switch Online. As well as some other, I think, include the Animal Crossing DLC, and some other DLC I think is included as well. 343 has released some details on Halo Infinite Co-op. First, there will be a Halo Insider for Halo Insiders to be able to start testing it out on July 11th. This being Campaign Network Co-op, not split screen. So, online co-op. So, finally. Should have launched with it, but, they're finally getting it. It also will have full cross-play support on Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, PC, and Xbox Cloud Gaming with support for up to 4 players. All co-op games are also hosted on dedicated servers, not by whoever's the player number 1 is not hosting it. And campaign progress will be awarded to every player, not just the lead player, player 1. Let's see, there was some other information. I think there's something like you can go up to a certain distance before a kill barrier appears. So you can't, completely explore the entire open world. Because I guess it lag and stuff. So you have, I think it's over 1,000 feet. So it's a decent distance before it's nope, getting too far away. I think also going to be new achievements added for co-op. Which I will definitely at some point play it in co-op. Let's see. Other gaming news. MetaQuest 2! The standalone, I believe it's a standalone VR headset, so it doesn't require you having a powerful computer to use it, has sold 14.8 million units and is the most successful VR headset. Honestly, for VR headset, 14.8 million, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. VR headset sales have grew 97% in 2021, and in Q1 2022 has grown 242%. So VR is starting to take off a bit. I mean, it's still somewhat niche, but it is starting to grow in popularity. Of course, prices come down. Or the MetaQuest 2, which you don't need. It's a standalone VR headset, so you don't need fancy as a computer, or you need PlayStation VR, you need a PlayStation 4 to use. Probably helps. Sucker Punch, which I believe most recently they developed Ghost of Tsushima. They mentioned that there are no Infamous or Sly Cooper games, which are games they have done in the past. They are none in development currently. Yeah. I mean, most of the gaming news is just that. It's not all right, a couple things. Let's move on. I'm just. Yeah, I know I'm not talking about everything news-wise. There's only so much to chat about with some things. Something's not quite worth it. And of course, gaming stuff. There's always toxicity going on at night. Yeah. God of War developer. Yeah, let's say there's some inappropriate things going on there. With some fans with the God of War issues. Why? Yada, yada. Yeah. Sony Santa Monica is calling for respect following toxic behavior by fans. So, developers of God of War tweeted, every single person at Santa Monica Studio is working to create a game that we are proud of. One thing that we hope you will enjoy playing once released, God of War Ragnarok. Our fans inspire us, and we understand the passion and desire for more information, but that passion should not be toxic, nor come at the expense of any human being's dignity. Let's celebrate our community by treating each other, every gamer and developer alike, with respect. I agree, well said. You know what? It sucks. Games got delayed. You want to hear about this game, but don't be toxic. Don't do something inappropriate. This follows because a female developer was sent explicit photos. Was sent dick photos. When asking, hey, where's the release date? Here's my dick. Yeah, that's where that came from. And again, Corey. One of the guys so I was basically, it was just are you fucking kidding me with this now? I cannot believe I even have to say this, but don't fucking send dick pics to anyone on this team or anyone in this industry for that matter. They are busting their ass to make some for you to enjoy. Show some fucking respect, yes. Jesus, dick pic, really? Really? And another tweet responding to said the answer is not to find someone to blame or focus hate on. Maybe just pay it forward and treat the people that make the things we love with some human decency and respect. This is not a battle. We're not at war. We're just trying to make and enjoy things together. Yes. And Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer, in response, said, "So, well said, Corey. Can't wait to enjoy God of War Ragnarok when it comes out." See? Even the leader of Xbox is excited for the PlayStation game God of War Ragnarok. And thanks to you and the team for the amazing work that goes into creating things we love. I mean, yeah. Phil Spencer, a lot of the most lead developers, they're gamers. They'll play the competitions, games. Game is a good game. But yeah, why would it? It's so inappropriate. Don't do that. I don't get the toxicity. Just be positive. Yeah, you can be disappointed. That's one thing. Be disappointed about certain. I'm excited for Starfield. It was delayed. Oh, it sucks. Why? Damn it. But you know what? The game needs to be delayed 6 months. It needs to be delayed 6 months. It'll make it a better game. Yeah. Positivity. Damn it. Toxicity, what are the picks? What was the point? Yeah, I have no idea, Emerald. People are just... some people are just stupid. I don't get it. There's a lot of toxicity in the gaming industry. Well, I guess in any industry, or in America right now. It's like, especially in America. I know, I live here. Anyways, EA... And I actually don't even need to click on this. They are currently hiring to work on their next Battlefield single-player campaign. That's right, a single-player campaign for the next Battlefield game. Unlike the last one, which I don't think actually had a campaign. It was online only, and it was a complete disaster, if I remember correctly. Let's see. And the Deus Ex and Guardians of the Galaxy narrative director has joined BioWare. BioWare currently working on, I think, a new Dragon Age game and a new Mass Effect game. Let's see. Oh, and Sony has released a patent which suggests they might be working on making all PlayStation peripherals compatible with the PS5. You might have some older games, like PS3 games and whatnot, that work through backwards compatibility on the PS5, but certain features, like the iToy, doesn't work on the PS5, or I don't think the PlayStation Move works on the PS5. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else is... Oh, yeah. So, Intellivision, which is definitely not the same company that it was back in the day, the Intellivision console, they've been trying to release a new console called the Amico, which is... I don't even know how to describe it. It's more for families, I believe. The trademark has a new label, Abandoned. Because they forgot to renew it. Either because they forgot to renew it or make an extension. Or the fact that it is actually finally dead after hearing about it for how many years. And they've been dealing with money issues and whatnot. And... yeah. And Nintendo, yeah, they said they're ready for natural disasters. They have plans in place. They've also said they offer employees a flexible work schedule and encourages employees to actually use their paid vacation. And Diablo Immortal, despite all the issues with having to spend thousands of dollars on microtransactions to get good loot, has apparently generated nearly $50 million in its first month from about 10 million downloads. Yeah. 48.99 million, to be more precise, after 30 days. Which is pretty good, I guess. After 10 days, it had generated $11.9 million. And it peaked at $2.4 million on June 11th for the most days it earned. Yeah. And again, it's saying not much in the way of gaming news, considering it's been 5 days since the last Game News Roundup. But, with the holidays and stuff in the U.S., and it's usually a slow period time with gaming news, especially after the early June with not E3 happening. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed this quick, short Game News Roundup. If you have, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. And if you want to watch these live, twitch.tv/TrunksWD.